Hello, my dear ones. Happy Saturday Morning Makes 2023. This is our very first episode of Saturday Morning Makes for the year. Welcome in, everybody, and happy Saturday. I'm getting this video up a little bit later than I had wanted. In all honesty, I just needed some sleep, so I slept until 8 o'clock today, which is very late for me. But I needed it, so I took it, and it was lovely. Anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely weekend. I've been out and about a little bit. I sneaked a peek at some stuff over on Instagram already. I can see things being uploaded everywhere. Beautiful posts already from so many people. Oh my goodness, you guys are all so talented. I just am so excited to start seeing Valentines. So lots of beautiful, beautiful posts. Thank you to everybody that's posting already. I cannot wait this evening to look at everything. But I actually spent a couple hours creating it. Right now in Seattle, it is about, oh geez, where's my 1:37. Okay, that's when I'm filming this video. It's about 1:37 on Saturday afternoon. And it is a very overcast day, so if my lighting isn't as good as usual, that is part of the problem. I'm going to start by sharing some happy mail that I have received. This card is from my friend Mary. Look at this cute little stamp she has on here. That is adorable. And look at that. Oh, so sweet. So let's open up this card. This is a Christmas card. These came earlier, you guys, but I had them in a basket to bring them downstairs and share them, and then I ended up using a different basket to come down, and I totally missed sharing these last week. So look at this beautiful angel. It says, sometimes angels are just good people with kind hearts. That's a beautiful sentiment, Mary. I love that. And this is a gorgeous angel. Oh, it's just beautiful, and I love how you did your snowflakes with two different colors and a little gem in the center. So just beautiful. Look at the gorgeous embossing, beautiful music embossing, which is so perfect with angels. And I love the little bird that she's holding in her hand. Oh, that is just gorgeous. So let's see what it says here. It says, you're an angel. Oh, thank you, my dear. And she's got Star of Wonder. She's got music in the background here. It says, blessings to you and yours this season and in the coming year. Oh, hold on. My camera's making noises at me about having a low battery. I better plug it in. Hold on just a second, you guys. Let me attach my cord to my camera really quick so that it doesn't fail me while we're filming. There we go. All right. So let's go back to the inside of Mary's card, and it says, Dear Jill and Tim, Jill, I want you to know how much you mean to me. Oh, Mary, you mean so much to me, too. You are the most kind, thoughtful person I know. Your special gift of art and design has given so many such inspiration. Look at this great community of crafters that you have inspired. Oh, we've all inspired each other. I'm just... You know, I just got this wild idea during COVID when I heard so many people fretting about being home alone and just isolated. And I thought, geez, we should create art because creating art has always been my bliss and my place where I can forget my troubles for a while. So that little idea spawned Saturday Morning Makes. And all of you have been what's made it what it is. It takes a community to have a community. So all of you are so special, and I'm just one little person that had an idea. You should be very proud of that. I am proud. I'm proud of all of us that have pulled together during this pandemic and just turned a situation that was hard for all of us into something where we could have a little bit of joy, even if that joy is only over the weekend or while we're creating during the week. But it really helped me through, and I'm so glad it helped everybody else. It says, I appreciate your kind words and prayers. May this season bring you many blessings to you and your family. Merry Christmas. Oh, that just touches my heart, Mary. And you know, my thoughts and prayers are always with you and your husband. And I just have no words. I love your beautiful card. And if you guys don't follow Mary, I will link her Instagram down below and her YouTube channel. Okay, so this is from Mary. Hi, Mary. Oh my goodness, big hugs, lady. That card just touches my heart. Can't wait to go put it up on my windowsill. And then I have another one, and this one is from Miss Marilyn G and her husband. And this is a Christmas card from them. And, you know, again, I'm so sorry I didn't get any cards mailed off. I know you guys understand. I love this die that she got. I think this is a new die that cuts this, or was this just something you had? I think you showed this on your channel. But this is a beautiful card from Miss Marilyn G. I love the way she colors. Look at the shading on this bow. This is the Dianna Marcum Grandma's Gingerbread, of course. And Marilyn just is such a beautiful colorist and just a perfectionist crafter. I think everything she touches is beautiful. She just does such a wonderful job on everything she makes, and I so enjoy her channel. I'm sure all of you do too. She has her finger on the pulse of everything that's going on in the crafty world, I feel like, and I am very inspired by her. I watch her channel and all of your channels a lot on my TV while I'm creating. I'm getting poor at going back and commenting on everything because right now I just don't have a lot of time, but I love Marilyn's channel. If you don't follow her, you should be following Miss Marilyn G. So it's Marilyn G on YouTube. Again, I will link Mary and Marilyn down below. She says, "Hi Jill, just wanted to send you and Tim a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I've enjoyed seeing all your crafty makes. Thank you for all the inspiration and kindness you bring to the crafty community. Hugs, Marilyn G." Right back at you, Marilyn. You and so many others that have channels, and anyone that has a YouTube channel knows that it's a lot of work to maintain a channel, to keep up with everything you need to keep up with in order to be part of the YouTube community. So my thanks to Marilyn and all the people whose channels I watch, on the ones that do Saturday Morning Makes all around the world, here in the US, everywhere. I know how much work it is to do a channel, and I so appreciate each and every one of you that posts videos. It's a lot of work. So thank you, Marilyn, for this beautiful card. This is going up on my windowsill. You guys should see my collection. If I have time, I should really film my little area where I'm keeping the cards. The windowsill is actually long overflowed, and so now I have them in another area. But if I get a chance and I have any light at all, I'll try and film it. I tried to film a little piece of it the other day, but it's just so dark and rainy here that you really can't see the cards. Lighting is so important. So anyway, these are from Marilyn and Mary. And then I have one other card. And this one is from my friend Rhonda Coleman. I hope you guys are all followers of Rhonda over on Instagram. She sent me this beautiful card. It says, "Oh Holy Night," and it has a picture of Mary and the baby Jesus on it. And she says, "Wishing you a blessed Christmas and Happy New Year, Rhonda." She says, "Hope you and Tim and the rest of your family have a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year." So thank you, Rhonda, for that. And she sent me a little gift, and I will share more about that in another video, in a separate video. So I want to thank Rhonda and Mary and Marilyn G for the beautiful Christmas wishes. And as you know, I didn't send cards, but I send my Christmas wishes out to everybody, and mostly wishes for a blessed, blessed New Year. So let's get into our Saturday morning makes for 1/2023, so our very first episode. Oh, and one other thing, there was one of my subscribers was asking about the scissors that I use to paper piece, and so I thought I would show you these. These are from Amazon, and do I have any sort of a? They're made in China. This is what the back says, "Ji Nuo." I don't know what that means. But these are extremely sharp scissors, and these are really, really good detail scissors. And I also use, people always ask, I use cutter bees. I have 2 pairs of cutter bees, but I'm really liking these. These are extra sharp, and I've been using them for several years, and I gave a pair away, so I just ordered more. They come in a pack of 2 on Amazon, and so I'd given one of my pairs away, and I'm always looking for scissors, so I bought 2 more pair for 2023. So I just thought I would share that really quick. There's a little crafting tip for you today. All right, let's dive into projects. So if you were following me on Instagram, you saw a sneak peek that I did showing you what I was working with today. And I created this adorable little sugar cookie mason jar. And this little Love and Kisses is from the new sentiment set at the LOTV Digi Shop on Etsy, or Lily of the Valley Stamps. And did I keep that out? Well, I'll show you in a minute, but I was going to try and grab it to show you. Let's see. There's a bunch of new sentiment sets at LOTV. This is one of them. If you go back and watch the video, I think it's the last video that I did for Saturday Morning Makes. It's episode 52. So 52 from 2022, you can see all the new sentiment sets from LOTV, okay, which includes this one, along with new image sets too. So it's a wonderful release. So if you missed seeing that, you might want to go check it out. But I did use one of the new tags here. This little cookie is from Dianna Marcum's Recipe Stamp Club at Adorn It. And this is this month's, these are this month's sets, okay, that we received. And I'll show you really quick the stuff that I used to create the tag and the card. I'll show you as I go along here. So these are the Recipe Stamp Club sets for this month. The Recipe Club stamp is the Mom Sugar Cookies. I love this little row of cookie cutters and then the little detail images that she also added to the set here. Okay. And then this is the add-on set. And I thought I would mention, when I go to stamp these, you guys, I literally leave them on the carrier sheet. I'll show you, just for those of you that are new to stamping that maybe don't have a ton of stamping blocks or the right size stamping blocks. I just open it. I rub my thumb over each of the stamps, okay, to get any residue off, okay. So I just take my hand and I rub all the stamps down with my fingers. Then once they've been rubbed, I literally ink it up and I take a piece of paper and I bring the paper to the stamp. It stamps the whole sheet in one, section, and you put your paper over it and then just very carefully make sure that you have contact with all the stamps, and then I lift the paper off and I get a perfect stamp every time. So those of you that maybe don't have a lot of supplies and don't have all the blocks that you need, you can stamp clear stamps right on the clear, just leave them on the sheet, rub your fingers over them or clean them really good to get the residue off, ink them up, and then just bring your paper to the stamp. Okay, so that's just another little stamping tip. But I love this Mom Sugar Cookie stamp. It's a classic. I also have this one in wood mount, but I'm very excited at these add-ons, and I adore this little heart cookie cutter with the tag on it. And just everything. It's also cute. I use this in my card. I use this in my card. I stamped it all out. I use the cookie repeatedly. That is the cookie that you see in the jar. And I just love this. So such fun sets from the Recipe Stamp Club. And if you're not already a part of the Recipe Stamp Club, I'll put information down below about how you can join. The other thing that I used is one of Dianna Marcum's jars. This is her jar set, okay? And I use this round jar right here, okay? But it comes with lots of different jars that you can use and a tag. Okay, so I used that, and that was it from that set. And then on the inside of my card, this Happy Valentine's Day that you see there, that is from this set from My Creative Time, and it's the Sending Love set, MCT 375. If you followed me last year, then you saw me work with this during the release when they released this for the Valentine's release last year. The Valentine's release for this year with My Creative Time is next Saturday. So stay tuned. It's actually next Friday the 13th. But it's actually next Saturday, and that is when I will be showcasing the release anyway for Saturday Morning Makes. I'm already working on projects. Some of you actually got to see something you weren't supposed to see because I had a video that didn't accept a change that I made to when it was supposed to be scheduled, and it was up online for a few minutes. So some of you have already seen one of my projects, but anyway, I hope you'll stay tuned all next week for the release with My Creative Time and see everything that everyone is going to be sharing. This again is last year's set, and I did incorporate this into some of my projects for this year. She has wonderful, wonderful things coming out. Some I had a little bit of a hand in having them come forward, so I'm very excited for this release. So that is what's on the inside of my card. The beautiful papers that you see here, this paper here and this paper here, these are from the Dianna Marcum paper pack for the Recipe Stamp Club for this month's release also. So let me show you. These are the front sides of the papers, and I'll show you the one that has all the different things on it. I guess that's kind of upside down, isn't it? Let's turn it. So this is so fun because you can actually cut these pieces right out and use them on your card. And then these are, let me flip them and I'll let you see the backs. And the backs are a polka dot, a stripe, this beautiful, this is one of my favorite one, that kind of burlappy texture, and then kind of a square pattern or a gingham sort of. So that is the papers that I used, and the paper packs are available also with the Recipe Stamp Club. And then I did cut out 2 tags from the LOTV Love Sentiment tags. And this was just a photocopy I did, or a scan I did of the coloring that I did when I did the release. So there's a lot of wonderful sentiments in this set from LOTV. Digi-shop on Etsy, or Lily of the Valley stamps. So you can see where I used that tag right here, Love and Hugs. I used a little flower. Those flowers are from Hobby Lobby, and I've had them for years. So I pulled one of those out. I thought it would add a nice little detail. This is just some thrift store thread that I had that I tied it on with. I used a little eyelet. I did set the tag with an eyelet. This is that cookie, and I did use some Copics to color it, and then I used my white gel pen to highlight the little sprinkles. I did the same thing in here, and the jar, I stamped the jar and colored it, then I cut it out, then I hand traced onto a piece of acetate the jar again, and I cut around the piece of acetate so it would fit on top of the jar. So before I put the acetate on, I glued my cookies in place. Then I covered it with the acetate. And then when I set the eyelet for the tag, I set it through the whole jar so that it would hold the acetate to the jar. So that's how this is connected. It's just connected by the eyelet, if that makes sense. And that's a neat way you can do something where you don't have to use any tape or glue, and you can have that look of a glass jar. So that's how I did it. I hope that makes sense. And then this is that little cookie cutter all colored up. And of course the little Mom's Sugar cookie recipe. And I did rough up the edges of it. And I took some tea dye ink and I just made it look kind of aged. Okay. And I went around the edges and just made it look like it's an old recipe card, if you will. And then I used both of the papers on the front along with some of that Dollar Tree lace. And then I don't know if you can see it, but I did add some Stickles glitter to some of the hearts so that there's a little bit of shine here. And I also added it to the heart on this tag here. So that's the only glitter that's on the card, but it does catch the light and add some sparkle. Then when you open the card on the inside, you can see how I use that cookie sheet with the little hearts and one of the littler cookie cutters that kind of goes with this cookie, I thought. And then I did the Happy Valentine's Day with the My Creative Time stamp. And I used a little scrap of the paper up in the corner. And then these inserts that you see, the XOXO border dies from My Creative Time. And so those are the die sets I used. It's this XOXO border frame dies, MCT D180. And then the rectangle frame die layers, MCT D274. So those are how I made my frames on the card. And then I did add a little piece of paper here to act like a napkin to sort of ground everything as if it's sitting on a table. And that piece I found in this Park Lane paper pad, which is from Joann's. And I got this last summer. I don't remember if it was on a clearance rack or what, but I just used a little tiny piece of that paper to make a triangle to form the little napkin at the bottom. Okay, so that is the card. And then when you flip it over to the back, I use that beautiful pattern paper again on the back. And I added this sweet little rolling pin, and I put my initials here so you know that it was made by me. So that is this card. I had so much fun making this card as well as the matching little tag. And I just think these tags are so cute for Valentine's Day. This one has LOTV Digi-shop's Love and Kisses sentiment, and then 2 little of my foiled pink jingle bells. So I'll be using these obviously for some sort of a Valentine gift to somebody. So I just think this turned out so sweet. So that's my first make. And now we're going to move on to the next one. Okay. So the next one that I did, I decided to use this beautiful stamp that Joyce sent me from Peddler's Pack. And this is there's their name, Peddler's Pack in Beaverton, Oregon. You'll find them on Etsy at Stamp Peddler. So if you go to the search window on Etsy and you type the word Stamp Peddler, all one word, all of Peddler's Pack stamps should come up, and you'll be able to click on one of them and get to their store. Okay, so this, she sent me this for Christmas. Thank you, Joyce. Hello to you and Bernie. Happy New Year. And I just had to color this up right away. I love these cute bears. Aren't they adorable? And they're all cozied up with some pillows that say joy. So I decided I was going to color that up. And then I don't know if you guys remember when I got these, but these were a Goodwill purchase. I think I got these like for 50% off at Goodwill or something. I don't know, some really good deal one day. And these are like mini slimline type dies. And so I used both the scallop and the frame dies on my card, okay? And I think that was all I used. The papers were in my scrap bin. This is a scrap from Paper Tray Ink. This beautiful white lace, I think this might be one that Vicky or maybe Eileen gave to me. I'm not sure, but it was a scrap that I had in my lace bin from somebody. And then this little paper was sitting in my scrap bin, and I thought it went perfect with how I had colored this. So I just think this turned out so cute. I added a little tiny bit of sparkle to the greenery and stuff on their hats. And I just colored it in tones to kind of pick up on the colors in the paper. You can see how I added just a simple mat on the inside and a little more of the paper. And then on the back, I used my friend Susan Laverty sent me these cute Handmade with Love by Jill Norwood. So I thought this would be perfect. And this is my very first Christmas card for 2023. There's no problem with doing Christmas making all year long, because then when Christmas comes, you have lots of things to send out to family and friends. So this is my first Christmas card for 2023. And I just think it turned out so cute. I can't thank Joyce enough for this beautiful, beautiful stamp. What a blessing to have friends that gift you such lovely gifts, and most importantly, that are just kind and loving towards you all the time. So this community, as you know, warms my heart. I thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Saturday Morning Makes, and just seeing what I am doing. I cannot wait to come out and see what everybody else is doing. I only got to watch, I think, about 10 things this week. And that was it. I just, as you know, I'm focused on working and helping my family, and we all have to put family first. So I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I look forward to being back with you again, certainly by next weekend for the My Creative Time release and my Saturday Morning Makes episode. But you never know, I might be able to jump in and do a little video in between time. I'm trying to film some more shorts, and you'll be seeing some shorter videos that show more of the background of what I'm doing. So I hope that you'll give me some feedback on that when you start seeing them, and let me know if you're liking them or if you'd prefer something different. I always love to hear what you would like to see on my channel. So if you have any feedback to give me, feel free, and I will be reading all the comments as always. All right. Have a great weekend. Choose joy, blessings, and hugs. And to everybody that's struggling with health issues or grief or anything else, my heart is with you. And I pray that these little moments of art bring joy. All right. Bye now.